What's up, guys? Let's talk about mental health.
As the sun goes.
What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about mental health and how it pertains to security and how it affects our jobs. Take a look at this. This is my view this morning. Off the front of my property there. It's the road coming up to my property. Good defensible spot. Can stand right here and watch anybody coming up the road. This is the only way in. Live at the top of a hill. So nice secure spot up here in the hills of Northern California. But anyway, I want to talk about mental health and how it affects our job as security officers. And whether you realize it or not, we all deal with mental health issues every single day. Whenever we have an incident that occurs with somebody acting in a way that is not aligned with what society would consider good behavior, there is a very, very, very high probability that behavior is a result of some sort of a mental illness or and as a result of behavioral deficit. And so there are different types of causes for any sort of mental health issue. And a lot of times the first thing people will think of is something like schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, but there's actually a lot more simpler explanations to this. One of those being what in the hospital what we would call a sepsis-induced psychosis, and sepsis simply means that the body has toxins in it. And so sepsis-induced could be meth or any other drug that would alter the state of mind, and it produces a mental illness. Now, here's an interesting catch. Somebody who may suffer from a mild psychosis or a mild mental illness of a natural cause may not seek help because they don't believe that they actually have an illness. And I want to go more into that in a little bit. That's actually called anosognosia, and that is a medical definition that's in the DSM for medical terms. But I'm going to pause it there on that topic because I want to get into that a little more in depth, maybe in another video. But a lot of times these people who have these mental illnesses don't believe that they're actually sick. And so, but they know there's something wrong, but they don't know what it is, and they won't. It's not denial, but they don't know that they're sick. So they tend to start self-medicating, whether it's alcohol or some form of drugs. A lot of times it's meth. And the meth gives them a temporary relief from their mental anguish that they're in due to their illness. And it just makes the whole thing worse. It makes their mental illness, actually exacerbates it. Many times the use of these drugs cause a permanent irreversible damage in their mental health. So this affects their behavior. And so many times we as security guards are dealing with mental health issues and we don't even realize it. And so that's one of my goals, is to raise more awareness with security on the issues of mental health and how it affects behavior. And there's actually a different method of talking to people who have a mental health issue. And I'm going to go into that. That's a whole separate video all on its own. It goes into the anosognosia as well, and how to work around it, because these people don't know that they're sick. And when you try to talk to them, all you do is cause them to dig their heels in deeper, and you don't get the compliance that you're wanting to get out of them. And so there's a different way to approach it, and I'm going to talk about that. It's a well-established method of communicating that a lot of law enforcement and first responders and medical staff are taught. And it's really geared towards medical and getting treatment. But in the case of security, it's our goal is more of just a compliance with our request. So that's a whole separate video. I'm going to get into that. I'm adapting that whole methodology of speaking to a psych patient or a psych person. I'm adapting it to be used for security and making it more suited for security. But on the topic of mental health, you know, you got to be careful with a lot of mental health issues because, you know, like I mentioned, there's drugs involved many times, or almost all the time. At some point, there's some form of drugs being used, whether it's prescription over the counter or illicit street drugs, or just a very severe mental psychosis. These people can become very unstable, and if you say the wrong thing or you try to do the wrong move on them, they can snap and they can become very violent very quickly. The calmest person could suddenly snap and become an attacker. And I've seen it with my own eyes. I work in a psych department in a hospital, so I've seen it with my own eyes many times. And so you got to be very careful, and it's very important to recognize when mental health is a factor in the person that you're talking to. So I'm going to play this video here. I'm going to show you an example of a security guard who is suddenly attacked and caught completely off guard by a person with schizophrenia. And just take a look at this. So just a little bit of a heads up on this next video that I'm going to show you. There's a bit of strong language in here, and I don't want to bleep it out because I don't want to minimize the reality of what a mental health crisis looks like and how it affects the security guard. So without further, here's the video.
Look at him. I'm gonna shoot his ass. He's fucking around today.
I remember you. You're the security guard of the building, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I've been having problems with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, man? I want to apologize to you, man.
Okay.
I hadn't had my medicine, man. I'm on psychotropic medicines, man. You know I'm schizophrenia, you know.
Right.
I hear voices. I see things. They say this is not really there. And I just want to apologize to you because I was wrong. Hey, you know, I've been working all day. I've been working for 12 hours all day. Can you just shake my hand?
Of course. That's all I've been wanting was an apology from you.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
sir.
That's all.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just trying to do my job, sir.
But you know what, sir? I was thinking about something.
Oh, motherfucker, this nigga crazy. Do it. Come on. Hey, you going to fucking jail, man. You know what? Hey, get the fuck off my property.
Fuck.
Gone.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I hate your ass. You the Uber driver took my motherfucking money. Bitch, I got money now. I got motherfucking money now. You know what? You thought I was gonna forgive you? I'm a schizophrenia, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you, punk ass. Hey, you know what? I got my knife in my pocket.
And you better not bring that knife over here. Your ass gonna die tonight. Come on.
You got a gun?
Come on, motherfucker.
got a
Come
gun?
find out.
You got a gun?
Come find out.
I don't think you got a gun. He's a rinky-dink motherfucking cop. You ain't even got a badge. Hey, you know what? Hey, big bro, I told you I take medication.
Calm down, man.
I don't know what be wrong with me. I just lost everything.
Oh!
So this guard had prior involvement with this particular person with trespassing issues and getting compliance with staying off the property. And the guy comes up and he's basically comes up with the predication of, oh, I want to apologize for my behavior, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he just opens up and punches the security guard. Security guard was caught off guard. And I really think that if this guard had been trained a little more in recognizing the mental health signals, that he could have at least protected himself a little more, kept himself at a little bit more of a distance, keep out of what's called the reach of the person, and this is the reach of somebody who's able to punch. And usually this reach is the length between one fingertip to the other when you had your arms straight out. That's usually the person's typical reach, and that usually is anywhere from 4 to 6 feet. And if they're trained in fighting in any way, then that reach is definitely at the 6-foot level. They've been taught how to extend their reach and get inside of a person's space. So this is just a video to open up some discussion about mental health. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I would like to hear any questions that you guys might have that I can address in the future videos here, because there's going to be a couple videos on mental health and how it affects our jobs as security officers. So anyway, have a good day, guys. I hope you guys stay safe, stay vigilant, and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like, comment, and share. Thank you much.